Hi guys, this is Ned.
And this is Ni, and we're from M8, and welcome to the third episode of Property Tips with us.
Right, so in today's market, a lot of our clients have actually been asking us this one question, which is, should you buy a property now or wait for the market to cool down?
Yes, and that is what we are going to talk about today. So before we answer your question, let's take a look at what will happen if we decide to wait for future launches. Right, so to get a rough idea of how much future projects will be launching at, we can actually estimate it from the land bid cost that developers bid for.
Right, so in the macro view, first of all, let's zoom in and take a look at the rising land costs throughout the entire Singapore, OCR, RCR, as well as CCR. So let me just show you guys what we are talking about.
Yes, so in the last 6 years, right, OCR, which is outside of central region, right, the land bid has actually went up by an average of 132%. So if you take a look at Twinville in 2017, their land bid was $592, right, and in July this year, former Chuan Park was actually sold for 1,002 PSF.
Right, so moving into the RCR, the rest of Central Region, in May 2016, former Shun Fu Ville, which is currently, Jadescape, was sold for 791 PSF.
Yep.
And fast forward to January this year, Diamond Road in the same region was sold for 1,350 PSF. That's an increase of an average of 70.67% in land bid pricing in 6 years.
And finally, all the way in the CCR, right, in July 2016, Martin Modern was actually bought at a land cost of 1,200. Right, and 5 years later in October 2021, former Watton Estate condo was actually sold for 1,007, and this translates to a total increase of 39% on average.
Right, so do take note that these PSFs are purely what developers are paying for the land only. On top of that, they will have to factor in their other overheads such as construction costs, development charge, and marketing costs as well, as their markup before selling it to consumers.
Yes, and why are land bid going up so quickly? Right, so we attribute this to actually 4 main reasons. Right, so firstly, increase in construction costs. Right, in 2021, I'm sure most of you remember, December came out the cooling measures. Right, developers now face the ABSD of 40%, of which 5% is actually non-remittable, and developers have to contend with the rising land costs as well as government development charges.
COVID-19 has also disrupted supply chains, raised prices on raw materials and labour costs as construction firms look to boost hiring and wages as the industry recovers. Next, we can clearly see that there's a supply shortage as developers are expected to launch fewer condos this year as the supply of unsold inventory drops. Right, so the government are also releasing fewer and fewer land sales, forcing developers to turn to the en bloc market to replenish their land bank. All these competitions actually push up prices.
Yes, and we can clearly see this from the new PPI hitting new peak in the second quarter of 2022, right, as home prices actually climbed by 3.5%. Right. Thirdly, this is also something that you guys have already noticed, right, shrinking unit sizes. Right, so in the past, 3-bedroom condos would be easily around 1,200 to 1,003 square foot, and today that's actually a 4-bedder size. Right, and 3-bedders are actually going at even below 1,000 square foot.
Yes, and smaller units means higher PSF even though the overall quantum decreases or stays the same in order for units to remain affordable for consumers. I know many of you might be worried that we might end up facing a situation like what is going on in Hong Kong, where they live in tiny cage-like apartments, but not to worry, as URA has very kindly placed limits regarding unit sizes, so we are very, very unlikely to reach that stage.
Yes, and furthermore, unit layouts are actually getting more and more efficient. Right, we don't really see much wasted space, such as bundle box as well as bay windows like in the past. And last but not least, with the ongoing global as well as economic situation, we have just came out from COVID pandemic into Russian and Ukraine war, right? And many experts have actually forecasted a possible recession ahead. So this actually redirects even more foreign direct investment into Singapore, which is considered as a safe investment haven, right? With the stable property prices as well as good government measures that are already in place.
Yes, so back to the question of whether you should buy now or wait for the market to cool down. From all this data that we just discussed, it definitely looks like land prices will just continue to go upwards. And today, with the same amount of budget, the longer we wait to enter the market, we will only be able to afford a smaller and smaller size condo as compared to 2 or even 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. And I feel that this is really so true because many of our buyers have already missed the boat in 2019 as well as 2020, and they don't want to make the same mistake again before they are getting priced out from getting their dream home. Right. That being said, this is actually one key pointer, right, that we actually learned from many cases of our buyers, and it really pains us to see many of them learning it the hard way.
So guys, in conclusion, whether to wait or not is totally up to you guys. Let us just leave you guys with this one quote. It's not about timing the market,
but it's about your time in the market.
Alright, so that's it for the month of August. We hope that you enjoyed and learned a thing or two from us. I'm Ned.
And I'm Nee. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope that you can give us a like, subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Right, if you find this useful, do share this video with your friends and family as well. We are M8.
Catch you guys in the next video.